Yes, guys, I'm going to show you some fabuloso Christmas wall art trends that you need to be listening up for real quickly before it's actually too late, because it might still be and you might get there in time, but be real quick. But guys, as usual, if you love digital products, you love Etsy and all of that mad stuff, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell to get more of my videos in your feed, man, in your feed. Check this out, man. I'm on Etsy as per usual. Check this out, man. Look, I'm on the first page and I'll show you how to find these trends. I've said it again and again. I'm going to give you some tips, hints, nuggets, science-based stuff that you're going to love. Check it out. I'm on the first page right now. I just typed in Christmas wall art, right? And I'm looking at some of these. When it tells you it's a bestseller, boom, it's popular now, boom, you are getting the tips, right? So check this out. Look at this. This is a beautiful collection of vintage style Christmas wall art. And I'm telling you now, Christmas vintage is the way forward. And having a little bundle or a few of these digital wall arts to sell really does help. And it's a bestseller, and you can see this right now. Here's another one. This is another popular now one. This is fantastic. Again, that vintage style, but this is your Santa Claus image. Again, when you see something repeat itself like vintage or bundles or a certain style or a certain element, in this case Santa Claus, then you know it can work, right? But what you do is you do your due diligence, you actually do your research, and you sift through and you look down. Then we do our validation through the one we call EVERBEE. We'll do that in a bit. So as I go down, I see more. Look, another one. Look, popular now, boom, right? Vintage style, popular now, vintage style. It has a collection of designs, Christmas designs. Again, you got Santa Claus within it, but it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. And you got a bonus one, which is the 8th. So vintage Christmas looks like it's a winner because I've seen it now a few times. You got it on popular now, and you got it as a bestseller. And then we will validate with the cash. But first of all, we go down. Again, here's another popular now. Again, it is a collection, which also is a good indication, right? Another one, right? Vintage Christmas wall art on that first page, right? So I've already got a few ideas, right? Which is a nice little bundle of Christmas wall arts, Santa, vintage. These are the words that are coming into my mind. Then I will validate it. Look, here's another one. Again, another vintage. There's two. Look, here's one here, which is your vintage Christmas Santa Claus single image. And here's another one again, Santa Claus vintage style, right? So it is quite clear what is happening. And this is what you need to do. You need to see what's happening on the first, second, maybe the third page, but I like to focus on the first two mainly, see what's getting pushed up. But yes, I definitely can see a pattern. And what we are doing is we are looking for patterns, guys. Patterns is what we're searching for. Look, and then Etsy's pick, just to put the cherry on top and put the ting, and to tell you exactly what's what is Etsy's pick, which is a vintage painting of Santa Claus. And how many times have we seen this already? Many a time. So now let's go into the cash, the money, where the money's at, and see the science-based stuff using the one we call EVERBEE. Check out the link right there where it can help you find all the trends, free access. Check it out, man. So step one, we go to product analytics. Click product analytics first of all. And then what it's doing is now it's going to give me search the database of all of those Christmas wall arts, which I am actually trying to find. Now, what I like to do is I like to sift properly. So then what I like to do is I like to go to the entire database. I like to check out all the ones that for that particular search term that I've used Christmas wall art. And then what I do like to do is I like to filter. So I'm going to filter in this case to recent listings. Now, I would say I want to put in this case a 3-month-old listing. So quite recent listings, by the way, 2-3 months is, very recent. And if you see listings making money that have been produced 2 or 3 months ago, that's a fantastic sign. So I'm going to do 3 months in this case, listing age, just to highlight the recent ones and not the ones that were done a long time ago. And then I will go down on and see what's going on, right? Okay, so once I've chosen Christmas wall art and looking at all the listings, I'm just going to go down first of all, just see what's going on. you know, what's happening. And remember what I'm focused on. I'm focused on that vintage Christmas. Now, I've seen something here, which is that vintage Christmas, that collection, which I've noticed and I've seen of vintage style bundle with Santa Claus and various other images with reindeers as well. It's making 4,324. Now, what's interesting about this is very interesting, is that sometimes I say to you guys, when you sell something, when you create a listing, sometimes if it's still relevant, it can sell the next year, right? It can sell the next year. So this is very interesting. Now, if you think about this seller has created this 12 months ago. Now, it's quite a long time ago, and normally I like to look at those recent listings, but I wanted to highlight this because it shows you that this is still relevant, right? This Christmas vintage which was quite good last year, is still relevant this year. This listing was created 12 months ago, and at the moment it's making 4,324. So not only was it making money last time round, it's making money again, which is a very good sign. So sometimes you have those, if you like, those holiday evergreens, which means that they can sell year on year if they are still relevant, right? If the style is still relevant. Let me go down. Okay, let me just go down. Remember, I'm focused on the Christmas one, so I see many different types of listings that fall under the category, but I need to stick to the Christmas style. Okay, so as I go up until the listing, just to look at the data that Everbee's given me, look, you got 263 monthly sales, 4,320, 3,200. Now remember, it is an older listing, but it's still relevant today. 89,000 views, a 3.57 conversion rate. Okay, so just looking into this listing itself, just a little bit more detailed, you can see that 20 plus in a basket, boom, it's got a sale. Remember, you also need to make sure when you do your listings, make sure you got a sale, please. Make sure that you give a good percentage off. Everybody's going to be doing lots of percentages off, and you need to stand out. So have a percentage off. And like I said, this is that sort of moody winter wall arts. And, moody winter wall arts is actually an interesting one, because this is a key word which is also helping to rank the image. But no one thing that, and we've seen it in the beginning of my video when we highlighted the popular now, the bestsellers, Etsy's pick, all of these were from those vintage looking moody style wall arts, right? These are the moody style wall arts. And, when you look and see the designs, these designs are that sort of vintage, moody sort of style, right? Which is seen as something that people are wanting to buy for Christmas. So I would definitely suggest is have that sort of, if you're going to do wall arts, have that vintage style. Make sure it's that moody. Include Santa Claus, because also that was quite important as Etsy's pick. So obviously they've highlighted Santa as an image that they want for wall art to push up, but also have a bundle. And in this case, that's our collection of images. I like the way this seller's done a bonus art as well. That always helps and goes a long way. Make sure you add a sale to it. But definitely this moody vintage Christmas wall art, and they've highlighted some fantastic keywords, I must say, as well, that I can see, which are also very important. So definitely look at that. I would also use Everbee just to kind of go through some of the keywords. So if you click keyword, you can also find other relevant keywords, which I also like to do. So I might do moody winter, maybe wall art or something. Moody winter, let's just leave it at that, maybe. And then I can also see how, those keywords are actually doing, so if I clicked moody winter, I can see that it's got a keyword score of 30. And then, I can actually go down and see other relevant words that are used, like moody winter art, which is also an important one. And remember, how I like to do this is, remember with Everbee, look at that, moody winter wall art, right? Moody winter wall art. This is an absolutely phenomenal keyword. People actually type this in the Etsy search bar, and you got moody winter wall art. So people are looking for this specifically. It has a volume of 153 with only a competition of 51. It has a phenomenal, fantastic keyword score of 3010. Absolutely massive. So now I can understand why the seller added moody. into the sort of a title, because obviously it helps to push the listing up into those really good low competition search terms, right? So always do your due diligence, do your research, do your checking with EVERBEE, so that you can also highlight those really important low competition keywords, which I've just shown you now. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. That's it for the video. Do check out my other videos on my playlist below. Check out EVERBEE free access below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.